Hello, hello, and welcome to Division 7, Round 6 in Portugal. We're just waiting for the drivers to come out of the pits and qualifying can get underway. So in the standings, Brazil is currently leading the championship by 2 points ahead of Game Timer. Maybe he can keep that championship lead, because if Game Timer finishes in front of him, also Empire Maverick, if they finish in front of him, then they will take the championship lead over him. Ruri Boss is out first on the mediums. Interesting strategy, as you can easily do a soft to medium around here, or soft to hard. But if you can get inside the top 10 or top 8 on the mediums, should be very good for his race chances.
Yeah, but I don't actually think he will make it in top 10 with those medium tires, because they're pretty slow on this track, like way slower than the softs. And so if you use a reserve driver, which means, yeah, you probably won't have the pace for qualifying on the mediums.
Yeah, R6 is behind him, so he'll be the second person to set a lap, but he's on softs, so we could probably definitely see him beating Ruri Boss's time. Walcott is out next. Then we got Danger Time. No, not Danger Time. We have Krusty Nation following him. Then Euphonybot, also on the mediums. So three drivers on the mediums so far. We have Speedaholic, Ruri Boss, and Euphonybot. Ruri Boss just starting his lap now. Good apex there. Could take this flat out. Have to be careful of track limits. Over the hill, it's downwards, so you might have to brake a bit earlier. Get a smooth exit. A little bit twitchy, but that's fine. He has to carry the momentum. Clips the curb a bit. Very easy to spin around this hairpin. Very easy. We're probably going to see some drivers losing it there over the race. Nice wide line on the entry. Oh, and he's lost it. And he's retired. That's devastating. El Choco comes past him. It's unfortunate for Ruri Boss.
Especially because it's just the beginning of qualifying, he didn't settle that time now. And yeah.
Oh, invalidation from El Choco on the exit on the second last corner. That means he won't have his first flying lap, which is kind of bad because you usually want all 3 runs. Walcott's coming over the line now. Not invalidated, but he's giving the slipstream to someone, Krusty Nation, who does go faster by 500ths. Who's next? Danger Times is next. He has a valid lap so far. Where does he go? P1 by 2/10. Good job from him. We have Speedaholic coming to the line on mediums. Where does he go? P4. See, the mediums are a lot slower than the softs. It's kind of bad for him if he wants to try and make it to top 10, try and make this strategy work. Empire Maverick just started this lap, I think. Oh, very twitchy from Funny Bob. I think he's not on a lap anyway.
You funny bot is invalid. So
Basil Bush on his R lap. Starting a lap now. Walker's probably going to come into the pits, yep. We have a Haas. The Haas is probably going to come into the pits now. You funny bot, is he going to go into the pits or is he going to start a lap? Diving into the pits.
I think they're all gonna go into pits.
Yeah. There's a Mercedes on track. And his out lap just starting now. Okay. Empire Maverick coming up to the final 2 corners now. Out of the RS. Goes P4, 3/10 off the pace right now. Speedaholics in. I think that's Game Timer coming to start his flying lap. Yep, it is. Basil Brush coming over the last 2 corners now. Takes a nice wide line to get the power down. Kimpri's probably going to go tight. No, he goes a bit wide. Where's he going to go? P5. Okay, who's next? We have an Alpine. Oh, sorry, Williams of Bloodshed. On a lap, he has it.
Spun. Mercedes driver.
He spun.
Yeah. The second last corner.
Ah, unlucky for him. He's still going to finish the lap. Yeah. Okay, Bloodshed is on a lap. He's coming around the final corner. For some reason, Portimao has very weird track limits, so we could see that catching some drivers out on these qualifying laps. Yeah. Or in the race with the warnings. So, P6. Okay, who's on the lap? Game Timer coming around the... Is he going to bits? No, he's just gone very tight. Crossing the line now. P2. Great lap from him. Yeah. We have the Phenomenal coming over the line. I think he invalidated. Or he backed off his last lap.
It's interesting at this track, especially in the last corner. Of course, the ERS is gonna run out before you cross the line.
Yeah, it forces drivers to just save their ERS.
Yeah, you're always gonna see not so fast times in qualifying as you can see in time trial because of that.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not having the power and last or the one to the finish line.
Yeah. We have 3 drivers on their out laps right now. You funny boy, is he on a lap?
Yep.
Got the power down nice there. Not much of a struggle with his car. Clipped that very nicely as well. Round, be careful not to spin. Oh, a bit twitchy on the exit. Oh, it crosses the line, does a 16.5. Wow. That was a very good lap. It's 3/10 faster. Oh, a bit twitchy from you funny bot. He's coming over the last corner now. Gotta stay tight, because you can still gain time if you stay tight. But he goes out wide. Where does he finish? He goes P7. We have danger times on the lap as well.
Cross destination. Got an invalid.
Yeah, we blocked
Oh,
Ochoco, but
sure.
I think Ochoco's finished. No, I think Ochoco might be on the lap. No, he's invalidated.
He was on lap, or he was slowing down and they got pushed a bit. So
Ah, okay. Well, Walcott's coming to start his lap now. We have Empire Maverick starting his lap now as well. Bloodshed is 3/10 up on his time.
danger time is gonna come around the last few corners now. 1 to 7 new lap time. Is
He's recharging. No, he's run out of ERS. He goes P1.
160.1.
I love this. They're
Almost
all
half
pushing each other.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Almost half a second faster than the second place. Almost
Yeah.
4 seconds faster than P3. Incredible lap from him.
What's on the lap? I think there's a Red Bull. There's a Red Bull on a lap, closing the final few corners now.
Steady through the last corner.
Stays nice and tight to the pit wall. P10.
17.7. He must have got a big mistake.
Walcott's gone into the pits because he's invalidated his lap. We have Empire Maverick coming to finish his lap right now. P4 just behind his teammate, slots in by 200ths. Game Timer is also on his outlap. We have a Haas behind him, which is Danger Times. I think he's just going in the pits. Yep. We have Bloodshed also going in the pits. McLaren behind is Ochoco. He is going to finish this lap. Where's he going to put him? P5. Unless he didn't improve, I'm not sure. Right now, it just looks like the Phenomenal and Danger Times are setting the pace.
Especially danger times.
Yeah, quite.
Quicker.
Yeah, they're quite a lot faster than everybody else. We have Speedaholic, who's 6/10 faster than his time. I don't think it's gonna put him anywhere in the top 12 or 12th. We'll see. Oh, P11. 1 second faster than his time. Where does Buzzer Brush go? P8. We have a McLaren. But it's the Phenomenon, he's on his outlap. We have Game Timer crossing the line now. Didn't improve by 200ths. El Trucker is on his own lap, so he's not doing a lap right now. So we have Speedaholic on his in lap, I'm pretty sure. Yufaniva on his out lap. In lap. Let's ride on board with the Phenomenal here for the second and third sector. Very careful not to spin, good traction. Keep it to the inside here. Let it drift on the outside. Good apex. Goes a bit wide, invalidates. Oh no. He was 4/10 up as well. I think that was, yeah, I think that was his last run as well. But I think he will be just recharging here and he will start again. It's good. He hasn't wasted too much momentum. Funny Bot behind him is going to start a lap right behind the Phenomena.
Yeah. Phenomena is getting a bit, or speeding a bit. I think he got a valid for the next lap too, as he was on the line in the second last corner.
Yep, that's very possible. I think you're right there. Someone's coming over the line. We're going to come over the line. Bloodshed about to start his final flying lap, I think. We have a Haas. Krusty Nation going to start his lap as well. Behind him we have the Mercedes of Brazovac on his out lap as well.
But that I think the time is a bit glitched once again, so we could see some people going out.
Ah, okay.
As I got told I should turn my microphone volume up a bit. Of course, I'm a bit too loud. I think it's better now. I hope so.
Yeah. Okay, I think... What's happened to Uniform Anyway? He might have retired. Unless he's just getting out of the way for another car. Yeah, I think that was the case. Walcott. Just entering the final corner now. He's nice and tight to the inside. Again, tight to the pit wall. You can gain some few hundreds like this. Goes P3. Good lap from him, from P7 I think, or something. P7, 6 or 8. One of those. I think we have Bloodshed come around. 5/10 up is Bloodshed. P3. What a lap. Well done to him. We have Brezzo back 4/10 up. So put him around P7. P6, okay.
Very tight in that part of the leaderboard.
Yeah. Danger Time is just starting a lap now. We have Red Bull.
Razorback spun. Hit the curve.
It's fine, I think you finished. For them, the All-Star is probably his last flying lap now. Walcott, I think he's on his lap.
Procrastination. Hit the back of a Red Bull. He slowed down.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna get a penalty for the Red Bull because he stood in the way in his hot lap. Oh my god.
5 Chris split. Oh,
Yeah.
5. Oh, Procrastination expresses his feelings by driving right next to Speedaholic.
Yeah, but it was very
Yeah.
dirty there. Also, it was right on the apex and standing still almost.
Danger Time things just getting ready to start his last flying lap of the session. Who's behind him? Empire Maverick is behind him. Then we got the 2 Red Bulls.
Yeah, getting a bit dirty between those.
Seems like what's Procrastination doing? Oh, Procrastination has no front wing. The Phenomenon is 3/10 up. He needs to somehow gain some time here if he wants to challenge for pole. Nice and tight. Doesn't get pole, he just misses out by 700ths of a second. Who's next across the line? Walcott. I think he is on a lap as well. No, he's backing off, going to the pits. Bloodshed, I also think he's going to the pits, yep. McLaren rounding the final corner now, that's Ultra car. Crosses the line, oh he's invalidated, so he's finished. Danger Time is down by 0.5. He doesn't improve. Right now it just looks like Danger Time will just stay on pole unless someone can cook up a magic lap to put it on pole the front row. Danger Time is on lap 4/10 up. This will put him P3. Game timer. Oh. He improves but doesn't move. I think he was invalidated lap maybe. You funny what? He's down in his time, he's not going to improve. P11. That's a good starting point, P11. He gets to choose the alternate strategy while staying one place away from the top 10. That's fine. That should be qualifying over. Danger Times on pole position. Great lap from him, honestly.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. In both the phenomenal and danger times. It's almost time trial times, actually.
Yeah, it just seems like they'll be fighting for the race win at this point because to be the bloodshed to be 5/10 off the pace from the phenomenal, it's quite a lot because if you can keep that 5/10 up the whole race, then it's the gap will get closed very quickly.
Yeah.
So danger times on pole, the phenomenal right next to him on the front row. Top two definitely were dueling it out, but the rest of the grid didn't really put up much of a fight for pole. However, their times are very close basically from 11th to 3rd position. Times are very close.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, it's all brilliant laps. At least, yeah, because it's very difficult to drive those times in 40 mile because, yeah, it's very difficult to nail the traction because it's very difficult. A lot of uphill corners with the exits, which is very tricky.
Yeah. Oh, it's raining in the race.
It's raining in the
This
race.
looks like full wets territory right
Oh,
here.
no.
So you never know. You could have some of the people in the middle of the grid who are very good in the rain could just storm away if they're able to get past
But I
cars.
think maybe they all set a wet setup for the race, you know? So they were a bit slower in the drive or
Yeah, that's also true.
the chance for the
This
rain.
if that is the case, it'll be a very interesting race. And if it does rain for the whole race, because the web setup might be very good in the rain, but it won't help too much in the dry.
Yeah.
This track, there's also a preference if you want to run slightly higher wings or slightly lower wings. Especially in this game, you need downforce. It's not like F1 2020. You start the formation lap. Danger timer leads.
Yeah. Definitely looks very wet.
Yeah, looks very slippery.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't want to drive in those kind of conditions.
I don't think anybody would.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of drove last week. I was karting. It was wet.
No, you find it
It was
difficult.
quite bad. Yeah, it's quite understeery and sometimes oversteer. The problem is just you're so wet that yeah, your whole clothing is so unbelievably heavy. You know, like there are puddles that are 10 centimeters deep or something, and if you drive through those, it's not so comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Danger Times is leading the pack away. Yeah, I mean, if he sits, he's gonna have quarter tires in whoever's at the back of the grid, but he might want to back up the pack a bit. But I think driving fast is probably the key to warming up the wet tires, just because driving slow doesn't really put any temperature into them, unless you weave like crazy.
Yeah, it's always very difficult to get temperature in these tires if you just go slow, you know.
Yeah. In the way, it's going to be especially difficult for them to get traction.
Oh.
There's so many.
Focus button. Just hit the throttle lids a little bit slide.
It's fine. He'll return to his grid slot. There you go. He's an 8.
Yeah. This will not be good for his tires because, yep.
Yeah, he'll just have to sit on the grid longer than anybody.
Yeah.
Well, this is an amazing shot.
Who's gonna win this race? What do you think?
I think if it continues to rain, we might see somebody obviously come up from the middle of the grid to P1. If they're very good in the rain, obviously, and wet setups come into it, but I think it's just between the top two right now.
If you had to set all your money now, right, on anybody, who would that be?
I have no idea. But as the lights come on, 5 lights,
Leaderboard glitched.
they're out.
Oh,
Somebody jump started. No,
That's
away we
right.
go, we're off. Phenomenal gets a very good start.
Trucker drives back to the end of the field.
Phenomenal takes P1
Yeah,
in
oh
the
yeah,
first corner, goes a bit wide.
There's a brush crushed into crustination.
Phenomenal leads in the first few corners. We'll go dropping back a bit. Brazza back under pressure from the Ferrari and Riri Boss goes down the inside.
yeah.
That's a dive bomb. He's hit. He's hit Bloodshed. And he's damaged his own front wing. He's gonna have to go in the pits. That's a virtual safety car because debris on the track.
Yeah, and also crustination dive bombed Empire Maverick, who lost 2 places then, to also better brush and crustination again.
Yeah, I think that was a bit reckless from Riri. A bit reckless. It's in the wet. You have 2 drivers in front of you. One driver's on the inside trying to pass another. It's kind of a not a tough decision, but maybe he shouldn't have gone for that dive bomb. He does have front wing damage. He has no front wing at all.
Or is it just a virtual safety car?
It's virtual. It's a virtual safety car.
My screen is just a yellow flag, you know. So
yeah.
Just no word there. I think some people. Oh, danger times.
Danger times. Drive through. This is not good for him because the Phenomenal is going to lead the way. He's following. Game time is following danger times into the pits.
Hey.
Side by side for some reason.
4 people in the pits.
Oh, Trucker trying to make a move on Eat My Dust into turn 1. This might not end well, but Trucker outbreaks. Eat My Dust takes turn 1 for himself. A bit twitchy, but he's made the move. Razor back behind Speedaholic. Maybe he wants to get past as quickly as possible to catch up to Eufunnybot. Looks like the Phenomenal is pulling away from Walcott. Oh, it's going to be so difficult to get traction around here.
Yeah. Especially in this uphill right-hander.
Yeah.
I think it's turn 8 or 7. Very tricky and dry already, and then the wet is even worse. Because the apex of this corner is very bumpy. And, you know.
Probably won't see many overtakes here in this race just because of the wet track. It's not going to allow for DRS or just outright pace. Oh, Trucker disqualified.
I think he spun and just went in the grass, you know?
Yeah, I think that might have been just unfortunate for him.
Very, very unfortunate to get
Yeah.
disqualified.
It's unfortunate for our Trucker. But back to the race. Eufunnybot. It's like 6 tenths behind Empire Maverick, but Brazza back. He's pushing Speedaholic around the track. It's obviously harder to get close in the rain just because of dirty air and the lack of grip. Razorback falling behind a bit, but he gains it back in the braking zones. Crusty Nation's closing onto Walker. Oh, Walker makes a mistake. This could allow Crusty Nation to get on him. Crusty Nation goes down the inside. Does he make the move stick? Walker on his outside. Walker takes the position back. I think Crusty Nation made a mistake on traction.
Yeah. Might see him coming back because he had a pretty good exit out of that corner.
Hmm.
But he lost a bit of time in the final corner of the track. Using
Phenomenal.
DRS to get close to Walcott. Phenomena set the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, he's just getting away at this point. I think right now it's the Phenomenal's race to lose. It's his race to lose because he can pull a easy gap. Danger times down in P10. Also set the fastest lap, but he's in P10. So I don't think he can do anything to the Phenomena.
They lose his front wing. Danger times. I think wasn't he the guy in pole? Yeah, was.
He had a drive through, so he had to pit up one. That's the thing. He pit, but he didn't even grab fresh tires. Another virtual safety car. What's happened? Maybe someone's front wing has come off. Someone's spun or something, taking a front wing off.
I can't see anyone having wing damage.
Speedoholic's up 7 positions, by the way, from last. He's up 7 positions.
Yeah, wasn't he the guy who got a penalty?
Yeah. Yes, it was. That's amazing for him though. Even with the five place grid penalty, he's in 7th. Good for him.
Yeah.
But Basil Brush and Crusty Nation up 6 positions, with Crusty Nation in the podium place. But virtual safety car's over. It's the thing with the rain. You could use, especially in this track as well, you can use the RS down the main straight and for the first sector, but you can just recharge in the second and third sector without breaking the sweat. So it's going to be very hard for Crusty Nation to pass Walcott.
If he's desperate to go past, he knows he's faster, but he can't get close enough to try and move.
Yeah.
Oh, I braced himself a bit. Almost hit the back of Walcott.
Yeah, it's allowed Walcott to get away a little bit. Basil Brush is closing in on Crusty Nation, little by little. Crusty Nation goes a bit wide. Crusty Nation might not be that confident in the wet. Putting up good pace to keep over Walcott, but I think he's just making a few little mistakes here and there.
Yeah, I think one major mistake to go, and then Basil Brush is right on his tail. You know, who made the moment I said this. Basil Brush made a mistake and lost a bit of time.
Yeah. All the others are, like, not even in a second of each other. It wouldn't matter, but a second's where you want to be, maybe to try and overtake or something, but the closest anybody is Crusty Nation to Walcott, with the Phenomenal just getting away. But that gap has stayed at 2.7, 2.8 for a lap now or something. He's comfortable. He's very comfortable. Oh, a bit twitchy. As soon as I said he's comfortable. Crusty Nation is not that close to Walcott anymore. You're back a bit. Brazoback has also dropped back from Speedoholic.
Oh, sector 1. Game timer spun.
Game time in 11th has spun. Not doing too well. He's lost.
Yeah.
He lost 6 positions. Unfortunate for Bloodshed as well. He got dive bombed and he got hit and he's lost 9 positions now.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
He put in a very good lap in quali.
Yeah. Oh.
Virtual safety car, another one.
Why are there always virtual safety cars?
We don't know. We don't know why there are virtual safety cars. They just keep happening.
Is it raining too much?
Yeah, it's just very wet. No doubt about it.
But you know what? Aston Martin is leading the championship right now. It's really what gets a warning and the 3-second time penalty on the virtual safety car. Yeah, but yeah, it's very frustrating for the Aston Martins right now because they are leading the championship, but are just not so far at the front.
Yeah, they're leading the constructors by 7 points, but Brazelback is actually in the drivers' championship, but he's done in 8th. So, if Empire Maverick, he's also 2 points away from leading the championship. So, if Empire Maverick just finishes in front of Brazelback, then he's probably able to take the championship lead. Yeah, as I said before, in quali, the track limits are a bit weird in Portimao. So we'll probably see a few more penalties, maybe not.
Depends on how the game feels.
Yeah, Cross Nations dropped back from Walcott, unable to close the gap again. This may or may not be possible, but if the Fenomeno doesn't want to risk anything, he could try and go to the end on these tyres, but he might not be able to. Might just have too much tyre wear at the end. So he might pit just halfway through the race just to be safe. Maybe around like lap 17. Because the wets do not degrade that quickly.
Yeah. But you know what I wonder? I wonder if it's gonna dry up.
At this rate, it might not.
Yeah,
Just because of how much it's raining, we can see the drops on the Phenomenal's car. It doesn't look like it's letting up. 4 seconds the gap is now. It's really hammering in these laps.
Brighter, I think.
Sorry?
I think it was way darker a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I agree.
You might see some pit stop drama. If it changes then, it dries up. In the game we never know because it's very fast in changing the conditions. Not like Turkey.
Danger times. He's still 10th behind Emaidos, so.
Oh.
Game time is retired. What's happened to him? He's spun, I think.
And
that's a safety car.
Bloodshed almost went too. In the same corner. Almost ran into him. Really goes into the pits. I wonder if he's gonna fit the Inters.
I don't think it's into his territory yet. I think he needs to dry up and some puddles need to get removed.
Yeah, but it looks a bit drier, I think. Nah, he's gonna go in the west.
Fits on the west. Takes off his 5-second penalty as well.
Yeah.
Definitely a possibility for some action in the pit lane, but Speedaholics left the session.
Oh.
Might just be a connection issue.
Wi-Fi. We don't know.
Is anybody going to dive into the pits? I think the Phenomeno is in the pits. Is Walker going to follow him? He is. Crusty Nation stays out. Crusty Nation stays out. He might be going to the end of the race on these tyres. If he can do that, that would be great, but the Phenomeno is going to have fresh tyres.
Oh, he's gonna
Phenomeno is Inters. Is anybody else on the Inters? maybe the race engineer said that it's going to dry up, so the phenomenon is preparing. Walcott's also on the inters, Empire Mavericks on the inters.
Yeah.
We'll see how fast they go compared to the wet guys. But the wet, if they are faster, it could be a major change.
The inches.
You see the racing line starting to get grooved into the track, so that might be why they've decided to go on the inters.
But some people also get out on another set of wets. Interesting how it's gonna pay out. Those who gamble a bit. Yeah, it looks like the inters are still a bit slower.
Yeah, let's see how difficult it is on board.
Yeah, he lost already half a second in this corner.
This is safety car, so he should be fine. He'll get back up.
I just want to.
It just looks like it's still heavy rain. It doesn't even look like there's a crossover point yet.
Yeah, but I tell you, this game is so random, and it always seems wetter than it really is.
So we have 6 drivers on the intermediates. We have Euphoniebot and Danger Times who've pitted for new wets. So we'll be able to see the pace between new wets and new intermediates through Euphoniebot and TRM My Dust.
Euphoniebot goes
he pits.
I think he goes for the intermediates.
Yeah.
I think I know that it's going to be faster.
We'll see. He's going to come out in 10th, I think. I don't think Bloodshed's that close to catch him. Riri Boss, 26 seconds, a minute behind the leader. He's not doing too well from the penalty, and he had to pit twice. He might not even be able to catch the safety car by the time it comes in. He might just be chilling.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be enough.
Really crap. Go on board.
Slow the safety cars in this game. Almost ridiculous. Yep. I think it's gonna be safety car in this lap.
I think it would have already said maybe for safety car in this lap. It might go in around another time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have said before that corner, or a bit way before that corner.
At the beginning of sector 3 normally.
Hmm.
I wonder why.
Someone pitted. Speedaholic pits. He's probably gonna pit for inters. Yep. That just leaves Danger Times, the only person outside the top 3 on the wets. So we'll see how he does compared to everybody else.
I think what might have been a mistake by
Danger Times.
Yeah, because it looks way drier and yeah, doesn't seem like it's too wet now.
Yeah, the rain is definitely you can tell the rain is letting up. Yeah, it's not too much.
It's just more like drizzle.
Yeah. So the track doesn't look that wet anymore. Except apart from the puddles, the track doesn't look how it used to before.
We
You
definitely
say
have
like
a
lap
dry
one.
line.
Yeah. And it could dry up completely to the point where people have to stop again. That would be very interesting. Because then we know the phenomenon is great in the rain just from those first 10 laps or so. Because he pulled a 4 second gap. So,
Also great in the dry.
yep, from P2 in quali.
Yeah. Was just half a tenth up on danger times.
Safety car in. Alright, we're right on board with Basil Brush, so we can see Crossy Nation's exact moves and when he goes. Slowing the pack down nicely. Doesn't want to jump. Basil Brush right behind Crossy Nation. Doesn't want to give him any room.
Oh, they're going
Crossy,
pretty slow.
I think Crossy Nation's still warming up his tyres. No, he's going. Safety car hasn't even gone in yet. Wait,
Oh, he's gonna
Crossy Nation pits.
Cross the seas. The Inters are faster. Basil Brush is now leading the pack. And turn one.
Yeah, the Inters. I think the Inters are faster. Basil Brush really struggling against the Phenomeno. He goes He goes very wide. The Phenomeno goes on the inside. He's got him. This releases the Phenomeno. If he's able to pull a gap quickly, he could be ready for if it completely dries up.
The Inters are faster.
Yeah. Walcott behind Basil back and Basil. Oh, Empire Maverick's gone down the inside of Walcott. He's hit him. Danger time around the outside of Empire Maverick. Does he get the job done? No, Empire Maverick 6 around the outside. Empire Maverick keeps the place. Walcott's still behind Brazovac. He needs to clear these cars quickly if he wants to minimize the damage. Because Empire Maverick is right on his tail. Empire Maverick goes down the inside. Does he make the move stick? No, he doesn't. Walcott cuts him off. Can he switch it back to the inside? Can he dive down the inside? He can, he does. Walcott leaves him just enough room. Walcott is really getting hammered by...
Danger time to lose position to Bloodshed and Miribus hit him.
Yes, the wet runners can see. The wet runners see that the Inters are faster. The Crossy Nation could have pitted as soon as the safety car came out, and he could have probably retained that third position.
But he can't. Oh, he did. Went around the outside.
That was a brilliant move. Walcott might try fighting back.
Yeah. He wants to, but got pushed a bit to the inside and had to back out.
Walcott looking for a dummy.
Yeah, it's not gonna work out.
Look at that. A 5 second gap or 4.8 gap for the Phenomenal already. Just because Walcott and Empire Maverick were fighting and stuck behind the wet runners.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think this race is his to lose.
The win is almost secure for him, I think.
Hmm.
He doesn't make a mistake.
I think he's doing very well in the rain.
Yeah.
He's a very good rain driver.
Yeah.
And we got this train of cars from 6th to 2nd. But it looks like Empire Maverick and Walcott are kind of pulling away from a bit from the pack. Phenomenos is now the fastest lap of the race. Can the Walcott maybe gain a bit? No, he can't because he's gonna have to stay behind.
Rivas gets another 3-second time penalty.
He has 6 now. Basil Brush has 5 seconds. Not good, looking good for AlphaTauri.
Yeah. Pretty easy.
At this stage, Empire Maverick takes the championship lead. because Razorback is not going to score any points, and Empire Maverick will score 18, which gives Empire Maverick a 16-point lead in the championship, which is a lot if Empire Maverick can keep it consistent throughout the rest of the season. But back to this race, looks like they have pulled away from TRM Eat My Dust.
There's definitely a given pace between them.
Phenomenal, another fastest lap.
He's flying at the moment.
He's 0.3 faster than Empire Maverick at this point. Empire Maverick just set at 26.98. The Phenomenal is set at 26.6. So he is 0.3 faster. Walcott closing the gap on Empire Maverick, but then loses it again. Doesn't look like he can get close enough. Danger times. He matches the Phenomena's fastest lap. The only people who have done a 1:26 is Danger Times, Empire Maverick, and the Phenomena.
Yeah. We can see, obviously, Phenomena and Danger Times, the same capability of pace, but you can see Danger Times just messed up the strategy, and also with the drive-through penalty and the virtual safety car, he just lost out.
Yeah. Sometimes that will catch people out because they see it's ending, but the safety car takes so long to end that by the time they catch up, they might just completely wipe out their delta. He goes 0.4 faster than his fastest lap. So he's definitely showing that he's a beast in the rain.
Yeah. I wonder how long it's going to keep raining. I think we might see the first people being out or in for the slick tires a couple of laps time.
Yeah, I think when it stops raining, then after a couple laps, they will. It will be almost time.
Yeah, but I think we might see some people getting in for the slicks also in the rain, because yeah, we've seen a couple of times when it still rained and the slick tires were faster in the inters.
Jeremy, my dust, you, Funny Bot, and Bloodshed have all just been behind each other for a few laps now. Just none of them can pass each other. That's the effect that wet weather has.
Danger Times is close to Razorback. I think we might see a move now. Yep.
He's right on his tail. Start going side by side.
Oh,
Danger Time gets through.
Up and pushes Razorback off the track.
Yeah, he's completely pulled away from Razorback. Probably because of that mistake. He's probably going to try. Who?
The Funny Bot was close to Eat My Dust. Looks like he's way stronger in braking, but loses time on traction. Oh, the Phenomena got a penalty. Didn't see that.
Yeah, what is this? That is for his first penalty, so he's still 6.7 seconds out, so he can get another penalty and win the race like this, but obviously you want to minimize that just in case anything happens, you know, safety car, because that could ruin his race if the
Yeah, but
Empire Maverick doesn't get a penalty.
yeah, but Emperor Maverick has already got 2 warnings.
Oh, Bloodshed goes down the inside of Funny Bot. Doesn't make it stick on the traction, no he doesn't, he just slots in right behind. This has allowed TRME My Dust to get away. Funny Bot, very twitchy on the traction.
But I want to make it stick. Right now he's following closely. Oh, almost done under the traction. And then when gets with another fast lap. Absolutely flying.
He's pulled out nearly a second on this lap.
Hey, he loves driving away. Are you about to get another 3-second time penalty? Oh, better brush.
Riri Boss retired. Where's he retired? I think he spun. What's that, safety car?
Safety car, another safety car.
That undoes all of the Phenomena's hard work. And like I said, he has a penalty, but I'm pretty sure he'll be able to pull out another gap in 13 laps. Because he did this in 8.
Yeah.
You've only also with a penalty. Doesn't help his chances of staying P5. It looks like the Phenomena is in a class of his own right now. And then we have second and third, Empire Maverick and Walcott, a bit faster than the rest of the field. Danger Time is behind his teammate. 8 seconds behind his teammate.
So like I said, yeah, Walcott and Empire Maverick both have 2 warnings at this stage of the race. But I tell you, the Phenomenal has to be careful and not going past the safety car, otherwise he will very fast get disqualified. But
Yep.
he is slowing down and not going past it.
Imagine the Phenomena pitted for fresh enters and then pass everybody again, and because he has those fresh enters, just pulls out a massive gap. I don't think we'll see anybody pit, to be fair. I think everybody can go to the end. It's just easy on intermediates and wets to go to the end of the race. But I do think it's gonna just stay like this for stay like these. Oh my god, I do believe it's gonna stay wet for the rest of the race.
Yeah. I hope that it's gonna drop, but I have no effect on the weather in the game, so I'm not a weather god or something. I'd like to be, but no choice. Danger Times tips for softs. Danger Times goes for a gamble.
He's gambling heavily.
I mean,
Is
he's
it?
got nothing to lose. This
Yeah,
stage.
is it still raining? Like, just Basilbush fits as well, but he's on
Yeah,
new
okay.
inters.
It looks very, very slippery on these soft tires.
Yeah, it definitely will be. It's nowhere near dry.
Yeah.
It's just nowhere near dry. It's still raining. It's not gonna dry up like anytime soon. It would have to stop raining. It would have to stop. It would have had to stop raining a lap ago, and then to start drying for it to be probably appropriate to gamble for softs. But honestly, looking at the rain from on board his car,
I think
it
looks like
does not
it's
look
stopped,
like it looks like it's stopped.
now.
This could
Stopped
be
right now.
this could be a very good gamble from Danger Time because with the safety car, I think you can just catch back up, very quickly. They're not that far ahead there, with 13 seconds ahead.
He's gaining on the safety car, so
This has got me very excited.
move for the lead.
Yeah, this has got me very excited.
Brilliant gambling, man.
But the track it looks too damp. It's too damp at this point because I think as soon as the safety car comes in, it's still going to be probably this wet or just a bit drier. And it won't help Danger Times at all.
But the safety car's gonna stay another lap out, so it might be drying out in that time. Yeah, some people are going to pitch. They saw it's going
Yeah.
to dry up.
I think they've all realized. I don't know why the phenomenon just. I don't think he doesn't think it's time yet.
It doesn't look like it's time yet, but you never know. This game
Yeah.
is...
It could just dry up like that, or it could, take a couple laps.
yeah.
Well, they do
Oh,
have
yeah,
10 laps
okay,
left.
It's almost like 5 laps drier than it looks like. But, yeah. I think they might have similar pace at the moment. Maybe the softs are still a bit slower, but not for long.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference between qualifying pace and race pace, because you could get somebody who sets an amazing qualifying lap, 1 lap pace, amazing, but in the race it could be a bit weak.
But look at Bloodshed. Doesn't seem too slippery. Yeah.
I think this is the crossover point. I think this is the crossover point now.
Yeah, oh, it's drying up really quickly right now.
Yeah, I think this is the crossover point.
It's almost completely dry.
Yeah, I think the bottom 4 have made the correct decision. Because the phenomenon is going to lose out on his lead and he's going to be stuck with a 3-second time penalty. And plus, in 3 laps' time, if it dries,
Maybe he can flip, yeah.
yeah, if it dries, DRS will be enabled and it will be harder for the phenomenon to get away.
Yeah. But I tell you, it's completely dry
Yeah,
now.
it's completely dry. Danger Time's having
dry.
fun warming up his tires. Look at him.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll watch to see what the phenomenon does. I believe he will pit.
The field is so slow, so you can just follow the safety car to pit.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Yeah, he
Wouldn't
would.
work.
Oh, he thought about pitting. They
had
didn't
to stay
pit.
out.
Yeah, he did it too
Consecutive
early.
away.
TRM,
Yeah.
Emi does pit, I think, and you funny bot.
Yeah.
Danger Times goes past Brazza back easily.
It is time.
Let's see what he does to Krusty Nation. He
Can do
come.
everything. Just can't fly past them because the other
Yeah.
guys have no grip at all.
Look at the grip he has. This is an amazing call by Danger Times. Amazing.
It's like you put the AI on 0% and then just fly everywhere. Fly past them.
This is career mode for him right now. He's gone past Walcott. He's up into second place with this gamble.
Phenomena right now. Yeah.
The phenomenon hits the curb, goes a bit wide.
It's very
Danger
careful.
Times goes down the inside. Look at that grip difference.
No chance for the inter runners.
Amazing call. Now he just needs to get away. He just needs to get away. This is perfect because Bloodshed is still stuck behind Empire Maverick.
Yeah.
Danger Time cleared them all as quickly as he could. This is perfect. He's already 2 seconds clear of
Now
the
you
phenomenon.
race.
Phenomenal's getting swarmed. He's been passed by one car, now two. Danger times is a 1:29. That's 6 seconds faster than the fastest lap. The Phenomenal pits. That releases all the gamblers into the top 4. But
Empire Maverick stays out as well as Woolcourt. I don't know what they are thinking.
I'm not sure why, but it seems like the obvious choice to pit for softs. Obviously, they don't think it, but
They're losing. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
5 seconds, 1 quarter.
At this rate, they're gonna lose all their positions because
Yeah.
they'll be at the back of the grid. Oh, who's off? Basil Brush went off a bit. The top 4 are chilling. Euphony Bot is right behind Thierry Midas. He goes down the inside. He makes the corner.
Looks like it begins to rain again.
Yeah, it's raining a bit. Maybe that's why they stayed out.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna rain enough.
It's definitely looking like a lot cloudier than the last time. Last time we discussed the weather, but it's starting to rain a bit more.
More than they can go with staying out.
Yeah, because let me check gap to leader. The gap to the leader for Crescent Nation is 19 seconds. That is around, more or less around a pit stop time. This would be very bad for danger times if it starts to rain. I was so happy for him. Oh, Bloodshed is pitted again. What's he gonna go on? What tire is that? I can't see. He's going for the softs again, I think.
He had to go front wing change.
Oh, yeah, front wing damage, okay. Fair enough. I thought maybe...
slow into one was.
Yeah, I thought maybe he wanted to pit for Inters because of the rain. Obviously, they know stuff that we don't, from the weather report and Jeff.
Looks like it's gonna rain. It's stronger, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, they only have 7 laps.
Yeah. So now the pitch gap for Woolcourt is close, so he can't take the lead. The others pit now.
Crescent Nation's been passed by Funny, but I think it's still soft territory.
Yeah, it is. Definitely.
It's still right for the softs right now. Yeah, the track needs to get more damp. It needs to become a bit grey. Who's spun? Bloodshed, I think. Yeah. Right on the traction zone as well. That could be damning for the soft runners if it rains more. We've seen Bloodshed just spin there. Still, Empire Maverick and the Walcott don't want to pit. But Euphony Bot is right at the back of Eat My Dust, but Euphony Bot doesn't have DRS. I think Eat My Dust just passed him. Alright, after the DRS zone, the DRS detection point.
Yeah. Well, we can see the Inters are getting faster, but not fast enough right now.
When he gets to that right point of yeah, you can start to see drops of rain on the ground. This right now is working for the Inters more, I think.
Yeah, we can also see Danger Time struggling a bit more right now.
Yeah, but what he has done, it was better for him to go on the softs than back to the mediums, because you can see gap to the leader. Oh, the Phenomenal's out. If that's a safety car, it's bad for danger times. It's bad for danger times. That's so unfortunate. The highs and lows of this Grand Prix for danger times.
Should have pitted.
Yeah. I think he should have pitted before the safety car ever came out anyway.
But he can push a bit now.
But this is...
He's just gonna catch up to the safety car, so it makes not a big difference.
Yeah. This is great for Basil Brush and Speed the Alcoholic. What a name. But... still great for them. Because they get to emerge in the lead on fresh Inters. But look, Walcott and Empire Maverick and
They have to go past the safety car until the danger times comes and goes past or goes to the safety car.
Yeah, but I think danger times can go
Gotta
full speed.
past.
Oh yeah, they have to go past.
Danger times can't go
Yeah.
full speed, but I think you would just stack up the delta a bit and then just rush into the pit lane. And he has got 15 seconds time to clear up his delta in the pit, using the pit lane. And make it up.
Crossy Nation pitted for fresh inters when he could have been P6.
But I tell you, it's not bad for danger times. Might actually be good for him.
What's the gap? The gap is 36 seconds, and they're all driving at what the same. They're driving to the same delta. So if he pits now, he could emerge in the lead, and that would just be perfect anyway. Regardless that he passed the pit lane after the safety car came out or before the safety car came out.
Yeah, gonna stay the same.
Yeah, he's on inters. He does look like he's gonna emerge in the lead by a comfortable margin.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Quite good to see, danger times after that drive through.
Yeah.
Spoilerback made the correct strategic choices.
But I tell you, if the safety car wasn't out, he would have lost out massively.
That is true. Now he's
Safety car kind of saved his spot there.
Phenomeno has left the session. Unfortunate for him, he was doing such a good. He was putting up such a good race.
And then,
for the. Yeah.
Got out. Was a bit unlucky.
I think one of the.
Sport.
Yeah. I think one of the.
You can talk now.
Yeah, it's all good. Thank you. I think one of the main reasons Danger Time actually gambled just because he was at the back. He had nothing to lose from gambling to go in softs. But as we can see, it was the correct gamble. He's putting from basically last to first.
Yeah. But I tell you, the gamble Woolcourt and Empire Maverick didn't pay out because we have much slower tires for the remaining 2 or 3 laps of sprint. Massively slower. I lose some positions.
5 drivers haven't made it back behind the safety car yet. It's a 10-car race. Everybody will finish in the points, which is good for everybody.
Yeah.
It's good for Brazzleback because he was out of the points at one point. But I do think Empire Maverick might be able to take the championship lead if I'm not sure if anybody else can challenge for it. Danger Time is at this point. Danger Time would take the championship lead. There we go, because he will finish with 25 points and he's 4 points behind the championship leader.
Yeah.
Procrastination, wait, he's 9th. He won't move up that far up the championship order. No, he won't, because he'll finish with 2 points, and that's not enough to overtake anybody.
Gonna check shortly how many warnings they all have. So, Danger Times doesn't have a single warning at this point.
He doesn't. Wow, great from him.
Not a single warning.
Basilbush has 2 warnings. Speedaholic, 2.
2 from Hookwood. And Parameric also 2. Eat my dust test, but no warning too. Great driving. You funny about his one penalty and 2 warnings?
Yeah, he's on his last warning. I think that's it. We won't check anymore for now. I think the main concern is just the top 3.
Yeah.
See if the car's in.
It's funny, but it's not clear in enough. This point.
Yeah, danger time can't go too early because then the safety car will still be out. So he just needs to back up the pack a bit more, maybe. We might go as soon as it goes in.
Can see.
He goes now.
Yeah.
The safety car's not even in yet.
Oh.
The safety car's right in front of him.
But he caught the half feet napping, and this is gonna be maybe an illegal overtake. But
Yeah,
I
it
think
might have
there
been
will be
in,
some investigations for danger
maybe.
time because it got paced up and then broke.
Empire Maverick goes on the inside of Walcott, pushes him wide.
But were there 3 wide there? They were.
Tearing does, yeah. Tearing
Three
does
wide
gets past
for one.
Walcott.
Oh,
Walcott tries to stick around the outside. Tearing does leaves him space, but now Walcott will have the slipstream from Empire Maverick out in front. Oh, the funny ball goes down the inside. Tries to go down the inside of Walcott as well, hits him a bit.
Nation gets a penalty.
Him and Bloodshed fighting at the back of the grid.
But I tell you, there might be penalties for danger times for these.
Yeah, I think that was a bit reckless. The safety car wasn't in yet. We don't know what will happen though.
Whether there's more.
The stewards will conduct their own investigation on that. If there is going to be an investigation anyway, but we'll see. Basil Brush already out of his second for danger
I think that
timer.
might be something for the equality ban for danger time. Because of that.
Yeah, we won't focus on that for now. But we do have 2 more laps to go. With danger times looking like the clear winner. Because he's already 1.4 seconds out from Basil Brush.
This is flying apart when the rest of the year.
Danger times and Basil Brush have stopped 4 times. 4 times. Empire Maverick and Walker have stopped once. This is amazing.
Yeah, big difference. Fascinations goes past Eat My Dust.
He might just go past it again. He tries to stick around the outside. Doesn't get a stick.
Does Eat My Dust have front wing damage? But he's so slow and gets passed by everyone.
Yeah, I think he might do have front wing damage. But check that.
Yeah, definitely.
Doesn't look like it. From a TV camera, doesn't look like it. Front wing looks intact.
Could also be marginal.
Yeah, it could be partially damaged, where it doesn't take off any parts of your front wing, but it's still damaged.
Yeah.
Could be that.
But
Danger times.
2 seconds away from the rest.
Yeah, he's coming around to start the final lap of the race. That's a nice shot.
Who could have the move? Empire Maverick is close, but not close enough.
Oh, Empire Maverick's gone a bit slow into turn 1. This could allow Walcott to go for a dive bomb. He doesn't go for it. He goes on the curb a bit.
They would have hurt his chances for the podium. He's gonna go for a dive bomb now. No, he is.
You funny bot, dummy then.
Yeah.
Things they're on 22 lap all the intermediates. So it makes sense for him to be able to keep up with Basil Brush, but you funny bot is on 4 lap old intermediates. He's not able to pass Walker or Empire Maverick.
Yeah.
He might. I feel like Walker will try something.
Seconds away. It's brilliant from danger time. Bloodshed and Eat My Dust are side by side, hit each other, but I got away with it.
Well, danger time after an awful first lap incident, he wins the Portimao Grand Prix.
Yep.
Ahead of the rest of his championship contenders.
So
Someone's
he's going to be in championship lead after that race, is he?
Yes, he will.
But I wonder if there's going to be a penalty. Anyway, great drive from Danger Time. Awesome. Better brush. I think he made up several positions in this lap.
Yeah, that was great from Danger Times. 4 stops. He's at the fastest lap of the race. That gives him 26 points. Amazing from him.
But I tell you who's going to be the most frustrated guy today, and that is the phenomenal. He dominated the race for half a session and then spun out and crashed.
Alright.
After he failed with pit stops.
Danger Time is your Portimao Grand Prix winner. Very well done to him and Basil Brush and Empire Maverick to complete off the podium. Great drives for one of them. See you next time.
Last 9 position. Better Brush.